everyone. It is Hannah, your sparkling spectrumite, and happy Friday, or, whenever you're watching this. It is a beautiful Friday morning where I am filming, it's kind of cloudy and gray, but it's not bad. It's not like super cold or anything, which is kind of nice. So feels a little like spring is on its way. So happy March 1st, by the way. I cannot believe we are into a new month. I feel like February just completely just flew by. Trying to think. I don't know, guys. February for me was not the most productive month, but that's okay because we have a new month now and that's all right. So I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you are staying healthy, staying well. Thankfully, I know I am actually, knock on wood. There has not been any illness in my family or anything. And enjoying that. But getting right into it, I am working on this beautiful piece by Diamond Art Club. It is called Mama Knows Best. It is a Mandy Manzano kit. And I am doing this kit for actually the Stoke Your Dragonfire event, which today is the first day. It is the kickoff. Today's the official kickoff for that. And it is hosted by the amazing Mackenzie with Dragon Wing Diamond. So I will make sure to post her information. She is a great content creator, guys. If you have not seen her stuff, really do so because her stuff is awesome. She really comes up with some really neat creative events. And this one just really excited me because frankly, I've never done a dragon event. I don't even think I've ever done a dragon canvas. And since reading the book Fourth Wing and reading the sequel Iron Flame and getting into that whole reading universe, I have definitely had more of an interest in dragon stuff and things like that. So I thought this would be a really fun event to participate in. And I just loved this canvas. Mandy Manzano is kind of known for like her art, which kind of looks like stained glass. And this kit in particular is Daenerys, the mother of dragons from Game of Thrones. So I thought this would be very fitting. So so that's the kit that I'm working on. It is a square drill kit. It's only 39 colors, so it's a pretty low color count. It's not too bad. And just some of the accessories that I'm using, I kind of showed, if you saw my small shop haul, my kind of dragon accessories that I got to match this kit, pretty much using the same stuff. I'm using this tray by Bijou Bliss. I'm using my Mother of Cats cover minder. I just love this because it incorporated, kind of the mother of dragons, but also cats because a little bit of my personality there because I do have 4 cats and I couldn't resist. This beautiful pen that I got from Jim's Handmade Pens. Some caulk from Abigail Swartz. In Fire Breather. This smells amazing. It smells like cinnamon. I absolutely love it. And it's got this beautiful dragon scale texture to it. And this little tray that I'm keeping all my fun stuff in. It's this cute little 3D printed tray I got from ADHD Laser Focused, which is a small business. And I am using a little bit of wax today. I am just, it's not really dragon themed, but I'm using just some old snickerdoodle wax from Pure Bliss Wax Company. And those are just kind of some of the things that I'm using. So, I had already kind of started yesterday. You can kind of see a little bit of the square that I already did. So a little about this canvas, actually, guys, I was pleasantly surprised because this is this canvas, I believe, was released probably more than 2 years ago. Like this was released even before I got into diamond painting because I'm coming up on 2 years next month in April. But I will say because, how Diamond Art Clubs, like they'll restock them and stuff like that. So when this canvas was restocked, when I bought it, when they had reprinted it, they put on the new perforated plastic. So this kit has the perforated plastic on it, which I'm actually really liking. So that's been really nice. I don't have to tape it up into sections because it's all perforated into these nice little squares. So I've really been enjoying that, and I can only assume that I think the newer drills are also with it, because these drills here are fitting together so nice and so tight. There are absolutely no gaps in it, nothing of the sort. Like, I'm just, yeah, these drills look amazing right now. They are incredibly shiny. They are fitting together just absolutely amazing. And I'm just loving how this whole look is going right now. So yeah, this kit is really, really fun right now. I'm just loving it. Between not having to section it off and how nicely these drills are fitting together, this has been absolutely lovely. So I'm gonna start off with just kind of single placing right now, because the light is, it's really cloudy outside. And unfortunately, like, I do have my overhead light, but I am going by natural light as well. And unfortunately, I'm just not seeing as well as I'd like to. So I'm sorry, you may get a little bored, because unfortunately, yeah, I'm just not seeing as well right now where I would feel completely comfortable multi-placing just yet. Which, with multi-placing, I am using one of DAC's thin multi-placers. These things are amazing. I absolutely love them. I ordered this one a couple of months ago, and yeah, I haven't gone back. Like, I totally get it now. I totally get the appeal of these multi-placers. They're amazing. I will say, after finishing a round kit last month, I mean, they work great for round kits, don't get me wrong, but I will say, for some reason, they just really, really work well on square kits. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I still need practice on multi-placing rounds, but these for multi-placing squares are just, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's amazing. It, like, actually, I don't know. I'm like, I think my diamond painting in squares look pretty good right now, but I think it's because Diamond Art Club is definitely giving me the tools where it doesn't look like I made mistakes, which I probably have, but you'll never know. So yeah, so please tell me how you're doing. I want to know how everyone is. I went live yesterday, so it was really nice to catch up. I know I didn't go live last week because I kind of explained last week was a bit of a dumpster fire. And what I mean by that, it was really just kind of Murphy's Law, where, you know, everything that's supposed to go wrong kind of did. And, but everything's better now. I really appreciate the support. Like, I had a lot of people like reach out to me, kind of message me, asking me if I was okay. And just thank you for that. Like, I never want to worry people. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to like bring attention to myself, so to speak. Like, that's not what I'm about. But again, like, just thank you for reaching out and everything. And again, like, in the grand scheme of things with last week, like, was it the worst thing ever? Absolutely no. But I think it just mentally, I was just worn out, you know? And we hear about like spoon theory, and I know like we've heard like Katie with Diamonds and Washi talk about it before. And I'm a huge believer in spoon theory, and really that is what happened last week. Is it really just took all my spoons and probably then some. And yeah, this week has been better. There was still kind of some ups and downs this week, so like, I'll be honest. But, you know, feeling like, I don't know, I think like with the start of a new month too, it's kind of like, okay, fresh start, new month, kind of really, in all frankness, kind of gave myself an attitude adjustment, because I think that was part of it too. I think, you know, I might have even kind of been on the pity party train a little bit for myself. And yeah, I think I needed to kind of just have a little self-talk with myself and and kind of decide, okay, I get it. Not everything is in my control. And obviously, what am I going to do to adapt to that and, figure out how am I going to deal with that? And so that's what I needed to do. I kind of needed to, reassess and dive into my toolbox and my coping mechanisms and kind of reassess, okay, what do I need to do to get through this? Because I can't change what I can't control. So what am I going to do to help myself get through this, help my family get through this? And that helped. And honestly, even talking about it out loud with you guys right now is even giving me some perspective. So thanks for the therapy session, guys. Right? Like sometimes even talking it out loud, right? And hearing yourself, you're like, oh, it does kind of give yourself some perspective for sure. But so really this week though, it's been good. So I guess the biggest news is, and I kind of talked about it on my live yesterday, but the biggest news is, that was really exciting is, I got a car. Like I got well, it's not new, but like new to me. So we got a new car, which I was very excited about. So this is something, my husband and we have been talking about, probably honestly for the past 2 years. Like we kind of knew the time was coming. My car is a 2011 and we've had it for about 10 years and it's been great. It's been a great car. Like we've had it since my daughter was a baby. It's been great. It served us well, but it was starting to show its age and it was starting to this past year alone, like we were definitely taking it into the shop more. And it kind of comes down to, okay, like what it's worth versus how much more money do you want to put into it kind of thing. So we kind of started talking about that. Like we knew it was time to kind of start looking. And so we had for a while and we kind of knew like we still wanted, so I drove like an SUV and we knew we kind of still wanted to stick with an SUV because like I've said before, my husband and we have rental properties. And when we need to make renovations, like when we hire people, like professionals to do those renovations, we don't DIY because, I just believe in hiring the appropriate people to do those kinds of things. But we'll bring the materials and stuff, and we wanted something that could still, haul materials and things like that. So I'm usually like during the week, like I'll be hauling materials. Like I might haul tile or light fixtures or, things like that. So, so having an SUV is still always useful. And so we knew we wanted to go that direction. So it was interesting. So we kind of been looking and I think, and we did, we found one and we were able to get it for what we wanted and get the value on our SUV for a trade-in that we wanted, and it ended up really working out. So that was really nice. Like I'm very, very, very grateful. I'm glad that we were able to do it. I'm very glad that it's over because I'm really not a huge fan of going to dealerships. There's a reason why we haven't done it in 10 years. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't mind car salesmen. They're just doing their job. Like, it is what it is. But, like, I really, just do not like car dealerships. If I can avoid them, I absolutely do. But, so that was really cool. I was very happy. It's kind of cool because, so my old car, it was a great car, but it was very basic. Like, like it didn't even have like the hands-free phone or anything like that. And like, so this new one does. So I really feel like kind of a nerd because like it's got, some more bells and whistles and I'm like, ooh, what does this do? What does that do? And I probably look like a geek because it's like, Hannah, these things have been on cars for a long time, but I just haven't been used to it because I didn't have that before. So I've been kind of like a kid in a candy shop playing with the stuff in my car because I don't know what it does. So I've been having a lot of fun just kind of pushing different buttons and seeing what stuff does. So yeah, I probably look like a little kid, but it has been pretty entertaining. And my husband just looks at me. He's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, ooh, what does this do? What does that do? But yeah, so very, very grateful for that. So yeah, it was a very exciting start to the week. It was super exciting because my daughter didn't know, so we actually kind of surprised her. And when I picked her up from school that day that we got the car, like she was in shock and she was really excited. She's just thrilled now because, I can link my phone, like to play music. And so she's just absolutely thrilled now because I have a Taylor Swift playlist for her. So now, we pretty much listen to Taylor Swift on the way to school and when I pick her up from school. So, she's just absolutely thrilled with that because now, yeah, she can listen to Taylor Swift in the car whenever she wants. So that alone is like, she was absolutely thrilled. So we have Taylor Swift going now on school days. And frankly, you know what? Honestly, it's kind of cool because it gets my daughter kind of in a good mindset to like start the day. And for those of you who like maybe new, or my daughter's autistic, so we definitely have our own, routine, like our school routine. There's certain ways that we go to school and get ready for school, and like she's very comfortable with that routine. So honestly, like now that like she even has like her playlist for school, it's honestly, it's kind of nice. It really is. Like it's kind of another thing that kind of helps her get into the groove of things and helps her start her day. And you know what? If that helps her and gets her into a good frame of mind to just start the day, I'm all for it. And, I think it's great. So, yeah, I'm thrilled with it. It's been awesome. So yeah, so really, that was probably the big part of the day. Or the big part of the week. The other part of the week, really, I guess, because everything needs to be balanced, right? The other part, or the other news of the week, and this wasn't the best news. So we also have a 13-year-old dog named Ralph. I'm gonna get a sip of coffee real quick. Sorry, you notice my coffee. I like more cream in my coffee. Can you tell? Sorry, I slurped. We had to take our 13-year-old dog to the vet. So our 13-year-old dog, Blake and I have had him even since before we were married. And he's definitely shown some decline, unfortunately. And, at the same time, though, it's like, well, he is 13. He's not young. And so he had a vet appointment on Monday. And, we're just talking to the vet. We're like, hey, this is what we're seeing. This is, we're worried about this. And they did run some tests on him. And so, like, it was like good news and bad news. Because, like, the good news was, like, as far as, like, physically, like, his, organ function and stuff like that, like, it's not too bad. Like, there is some kidney decline. But, like, not enough where they're too worried about it yet, So, like, so that was good news. We're like, okay. Like, as far as his organs, like, they're actually still working pretty well. But they also did, like, behavior stuff and things like that. And they pretty much said, like, he has cognitive decline, which is, like, the equivalent of saying, like, he has the equivalent of, like, what would be, like, dementia. So that was hard to hear because there are things you can do for it. So we are looking into, what we can do in treatment, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It just sucks. And part of it is too, like, we like we're dealing with that on a family scale too. You know, like my father-in-law is currently fighting that. So like, yeah, it's like, okay, my father-in-law and now my dog. It's kind of like, it is kind of interesting just to kind of, I don't know, like, I don't even know really what to think about that. But so we're kind of, you know, figuring out a plan for Ralph. But yeah, so that was kind of, like, it was crappy news to hear. But I mean, the good news is, like, you know, right now he's comfortable and he's not in any pain, which is good. It's just other things that, you know, it's kind of more like, I think it's kind of like what the vet explained to us. It's like, it's kind of like what you guys want to tolerate, because, you know, he can be really snippy now. And, you know, I've got young nephews who come over and things like that. And I'm like, I don't want him like snapping at them and things like that, or anything like that. So it's just like those kinds of things that we have to start thinking about. So yeah, but like right now, at least, like, we know he's comfortable. We know he's not in any pain or anything. It's just like kind of deciding what we want, like, and I hate like saying it this way, but it's kind of like what we want to deal with. Cause it's not like I'm saying we have to deal with him. Like, you know, that's not how I want to say it, but it's kind of like, okay, how do we want to approach this, so to speak? So yeah, so that was kind of crummy to hear. And again, like there's, you know, things you can do, but it's not like, I don't know. It's not like, I almost feel like if it was something physical, like I feel like that would almost be a little easier to treat. Like it's more concrete than what this can be to treat. But, you know, we'll just see. We'll just see what happens. But, yeah, so that was kind of interesting news. Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it's like, you know, he's 13. He's not young. And, you know, we've been fortunate. We've had him his whole life. So, and he's had a cushy life, guys. He's been a lap dog his whole life. He's a very cushy little, you know, he's a little dog. He's like a little 10-pound little like Shih Tzu poodle mix. I mean, he's a cutie pie. He's been groomed regularly his whole life. He's got his little cushy bed. He's had like a lap to be on. I mean, he's been very comfortable his whole life. So I'm like, I know he's lived a good life. We feel good about that. But yeah, it's just still never fun to hear that, because we've had him the longest. Bertha and Charlotte, like Charlotte we've had for almost 7 years. So she's getting there too. She's definitely getting older. And Bertha will be 3 years actually this month, come to think of it. We got her in March actually. But yeah, so Ralph is definitely our oldest. And again, we've had him even before we were married. So we've had him a long time. And we got him as a puppy. He was actually a stray, and tried to locate him, like, you know, tried to find, like, wasn't microchipped, like called all the shelters, see if anyone was looking for him. Waited a few weeks and yeah, ended up keeping him because no one claimed him. And when we had asked animal control, well, what if we surrender him? They had pretty much told us, like, if you surrender him and like he's not claimed in 2 days, like they euthanize him. So that's when we decided that we would keep him. So yeah, that was Ralph's little story. That's how we ended up with Ralph. So yeah. But yeah, as far as the rest of the week's gone, it's been pretty chill. Just trying to kind of, like, I'm kind of in the mood to spring clean. And my daughter's this wax is like super sticky today. My daughter's spring break is coming up. So I think we're going to be trying to do some spring cleaning. She's got today, and then she's got a 4-day week next week, and then she's off for spring break. So I think we're going to try and do some spring cleaning. I was like helping her fold her laundry the other day, And oh my gosh, like her drawers were stuffed. I'm like, when was it? Like, I try to kind of go through her clothes like through the season. So the last time I went through her drawers was like around probably like this, probably November or December, like getting ready for winter. And yeah, apparently we need to go through them again because, oh my gosh, I was like going through her drawers and I'm like, how do you even fit clothes in here? Like, how do you do it? Because nothing fits in your drawers. So, yeah, definitely planning on getting some spring cleaning done for sure. But yeah, and then I think this weekend, I don't know what we're really gonna do. I think we're gonna help my sister. She got a trampoline for her kids. So I think we're gonna help her put together the trampoline. So we'll be doing that. And then I think Maggie wants to go practice her swimming. So we're probably gonna go take her to the pool so she can go practice, which that was kind of a proud mama moment. Like, I'm super proud of her. She is in something called Swim Academy, which kind of like, it's just like a prep course for like swim team. And she's doing so well. Like, she literally started it about 3 months ago and like really didn't know any of the like different strokes. And now like she pretty much knows all of them. And she's only got one more stroke to work on. And then she actually goes to the next level. So that was really cool. We were really excited for her. We just got like her little report card yesterday. And yeah, just like really proud of like the work that she's put in. And then not only that, like the fact that last weekend, like she actually said, she's like, hey, she's like, hey mom, can you take me to the pool? Like I want to practice on my own. So like that, I was really impressed like by that too, because she's 9. And the fact that like she took the initiative to want to practice on her own, I was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. I felt like that was kind of a big step too, because like, you know, like when a kid's in an activity, like sometimes you have to like kind of make them practice. And this one, she's like wanting to do it on her own. So I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see if like swim is something that she continues, because the fact that she wants to practice on her own, I was kind of like, okay, like that, I think that says something that maybe this could be something that she really wants to stick with, because the fact that she's taking the initiative to do it on her own, I think that says something. I was just really impressed with that. And she did. Like, we took her on Saturday and she did. She jumped right into the lap pool. We do it at our local YMCA. And yeah, she jumped right in, and she probably practiced like on her own for like a good 45 minutes. I think she practiced all her strokes and she did like 100 meters of each. So I mean, I thought that was, frankly, that's more than what I could do. Like, my daughter already is by far a stronger swimmer than I am. So yeah, I just thought that was cool. I was super proud of her. So I think that's what we're going to do this weekend is, yeah, just kind of help my sister put together her trampoline for her boys and take my daughter swimming. And yeah, hopefully chill. It's supposed to be super nice weather again too. So this week, like our weather, it kind of went up and down. Like we started off in the 70s. So it was gorgeous. It was like fake spring. Then Wednesday and yesterday, we were like in the 40s. And then this weekend, we're back up in the 70s again. So yeah, it's been really up and down as far as weather, but I figured I'll take the good weather where I can get it. And this weekend it's supposed to be nice. So I'm really gonna try and spend as much time outside as I can and just get all that vitamin D, because I need it. I think that's also why, like last week, I don't know, maybe it's because I felt like I was cooped up inside or something. I just wasn't getting that vitamin D or that outside time. So I'm going to try and get more of that, because I think we all need it. I don't know, guys. I'm so ready for spring and summer already. Like, I love enjoying each season, but I'm just ready. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for it all. I'm ready for warm weather. Yeah. Okay. As far as, let me see. Let me think what I'm thinking about here. Okay, as far as what I'm reading, yeah, February was horrible. I don't think I read anything in February. I don't think I read one book. And I don't know why. I don't know if it was just, I needed to just, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I don't know if it was because I read a whole bunch in January. I don't know, because here's the thing. I have great books. I have books that look super interesting and look amazing, but I don't know why, could not get myself into it. Tried to sit, I got like 4 chapters into one and then just did not pick it up again. And again, it wasn't because it wasn't interesting. It's just because I could not motivate myself to read. So I don't know. I don't know what was going on with me in February for reading, but I did not get anything done. And so hopefully March will be different. I'm going to try it again because, yeah, I really enjoy reading. And, yeah, I'm just like, oh, I'm kind of sad that I didn't do anything in February. So we're going to try again. I'm not sure what I'm going to read yet. Like, so and maybe that was another thing. So in January too, I had finished the whole Court of Thorns and Roses series. Like I finished all 5 books. And maybe that was it. Maybe I was just still coming down from that because I loved that series so much. I really am glad that I read that. I absolutely loved it. And maybe that was it. I just could not still, like, I had a big book hangover from that. I don't know. But I just couldn't get into anything. And I tried Throne of Glass because I'm like, ooh, like I'm going to read our next series. And again, I'm liking it. I liked the first 4 chapters, but then I just couldn't get myself into it more. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to try Throne of Glass again, or maybe if I just need to do like a standalone book. Because I've got some of those. Like I've got plenty of standalone books that I can read and maybe not like dive right into another series. I don't know. But yeah, I did not read anything for February. So I'm like, oh, that's 29 days without reading anything. So yeah, so March hopefully will be better. Because yeah, I don't know, February just was not my month. But then as far as watching goes, we did finish, so my husband and I, we were watching the True Detective Night Country. That was good. I loved it. So it's all out now. So if you haven't watched it now, you don't have to wait for episodes because it was only like a 6-episode series. So it's all out now. And I liked it. I thought it was really good. Yeah, I really liked it. I don't want to give any spoilers or... What are you guys barking at? My dogs are outside right now and they're just like... Oh my gosh, the other day they were outside and there was a squirrel in a tree. Oh my gosh, they were like, they were going nuts. It was hilarious just watching them. And like you could tell the squirrel was just totally messing with them. It was hilarious. But yeah, if you needed a good show to watch and you have HBO, True Detective Night Country, I thought it was great. I really, really enjoyed it. So as far as watching anything else, I really haven't watched anything else. I really haven't gotten caught on another show yet. And again, I'm not really a big TV watcher anyways. Like, I don't know. I just don't pay attention to shows unless like I really get into them. Like, yeah, so I liked Night Country and we'll see. I'm kind of just still waiting for Yellowstone to be back too. So I think that's another reason. But yeah, Night Country was really good. Yeah, we'll see what show is next. Or I don't know if I'm going to do another show. I think my husband and I, we've kind of talked about kind of starting to do like kind of a movie marathon. And it was funny because I think it was like 2 weeks ago we kind of wanted to put on a movie and we kind of wanted to just watch something we've seen before that was like not mindless per se, but something we knew we wouldn't have to think through because we already knew the movie. So we actually had put on The Dark Knight. And because like we love that movie. It's like one of our favorite movies ever. And, you know, I'm like, I know that movie by heart. So I'm like, I didn't really have to like focus on it because I'm like, I know what's going to happen. I know the plot. I know the lines. Like, I know that whole movie. And so we watched it, and it was kind of getting us into that whole trilogy again. So it was funny. So I actually think tonight we're going to watch The Dark Knight Rises, because I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that in a while, guys. Like, I don't think I've seen that like since it came out. Like, it's been a long time. I don't think I've seen that since theaters. And then maybe I saw it like once after it like came out, you know, after theaters. So we thought that would be fun. So I think we're going to watch that tonight. But then my husband and I started talking, and we're like, you know what? We haven't seen Oppenheimer yet either. And so then we started talking. We're like, we should just do all of Christopher Nolan's movies, because we're big Christopher Nolan fans. So I think that's actually what we're going to do. So I think we're going to start kind of just slowly going through. And I mean, we've seen most of Christopher Nolan's movies already. I think we're just thinking about like rewatching them, and at least watching Oppenheimer, because that one we have not seen yet, and I do want to see it. So yeah, we're gonna try and watch that, and then we watch a lot of sports too. And now that football's over, we tend to watch a lot of UFC fights. And so we'll probably be watching more of those too, because sometimes we watch like, we'll occasionally order the pay-per-view fights and stuff too. And there's actually some pretty good fights coming up, because we do enjoy that. We used to watch boxing, but we don't watch as much boxing anymore because frankly, I kind of think it's like rigged, unfortunately. So UFC, we'll watch. Ooh, this is really tight. I messed up on this. Shoot, I'm gonna have to fix that later. I might have to use my little thing. I think I did this too tight, and that's because it's been harder for me to see. There we go. I'm like, I just didn't have enough room to put that, and that was not going to fit. There we go. All right. Yeah, so maybe that's what we'll start watching, is we'll probably watch more of that kind of stuff. So, and then my husband watches golf, which I cannot get into. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I can watch sports. I like watching football. I'll even watch like some college basketball. I cannot watch golf. I don't understand it. Just like, I do not see how that is a spectator sport. I told my husband, I'm like, the only time I will ever watch golf is if you take me to the Masters, because it looks really pretty there, and I like Georgia. So I will watch golf if you take me there to the Masters in Augusta. Like, that's the only time. And he has actually been there. My husband actually has been chosen to, like, because it's like a lottery system, I guess. And he actually has seen the Masters before. So I'm like, if you get chosen again, I'll go with you. And I will totally watch, because I think that golf course is pretty, and I do like Georgia, but I will not watch it on TV, because I do not understand how that could be a spectator sport. I don't get it. But yeah. So yeah, I think that's kind of all that's really going on right now, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna continue this. Let's see, as far as like coming up, really kind of this month. So for those who may have missed it, I had said it in a live about 2 weeks ago. So I am actually, I really am on a true no buy right now, as far as diamond painting stuff goes. The dragon video I'd done, that was stuff purchased all before, but I decided, because I observe Lent, I had decided that for Lent, I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to buy any more diamond painting stuff right now. I'm like, I have so many kits. I have so many accessories. Really, I'm fine. I kind of just want to focus on what I'm using right now, enjoy what I'm using, see really what I can knock out with what I have, and go from there. So probably really all of March. I'm not going to have any, small business hauls or anything. I will still be plugging them. Like I want to I want to support them still as best I can by definitely advertising them and sharing about them. I just won't be purchasing right now. So you probably won't see any videos on that. So, March might just be kind of a quieter month, but, I'll still be doing, the lives. I'll still be doing WIP and Chats, things like that. So, March just may be kind of a quieter month as far as, videos go, but, that stuff, it always picks back up. And I always like going live, and I like doing the WIP and Chats and stuff like that. So it'll still be fun. And man, if March is anything like February, I know it's gonna fly by no matter what. So it'll go by fast. But yeah, that's kind of what's planned for this month, anyways. And I will be sure to be posting progress pics on this one because. Yeah, I really like this kit. I'm super excited to be working on it because I like the image and the whole Game of Thrones thing and everything like that. I think it'll be really fun. So yeah, but that's kind of all I really have today, guys. I know I'm a little, oh no, I'm not, nope, actually I'm pretty close to on time here. So yeah, so that's, I think, where I'll leave it today. Like I said before, I really hope everyone is taking care of yourselves. I hope you're taking care of each other. I hope this WIP and Chat really just brought you a little bit of joy today, because it does. It always brings me joy making them for you. And just thanks always for letting me chat with you and letting me share things with you. And please let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you're working on. If you're participating in any events, I'd love to know. I'd love to hear how you guys are doing, because really, I've said this before, but without you, there's absolutely no channel. And I really do appreciate all your support, all your encouragement. This is such an amazing community, and I'm always very appreciative to be part of it. So yeah, but take care. Have a great weekend, or, whenever you're seeing this, and I will see you the next time. Bye.